Mass Effect 2's a zombies in video game land and a bunch of Uncharted 2 goodness. This is Inside Gaming for October 3rd, 2009. Hi there, I'm the deadpixel for our second episode of the week.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Gengar!
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars! Earlier this week, BioWare opened the door to the gelatinous mass of fans for the Old Republic beta. Good thing for those who got in, and sucks for everyone else who had the website crash on them. Like me. Have you ever been on your Xbox wishing you could access Sony's online network? Of course not, why would you? But for some reason the 360 version of Need for Speed Shift does. The buggy as retail version of the game crashed on a lot of folks in the first week, but the funny part was when it tried to connect to the PSN on the Xbox version. That's just sad. Alrighty, rant time. Microsoft, what the You just dropped the price of your premium console to $300 to compete with the new PS3, which comes with Wi-Fi at no extra cost. The Wii, DS, and even an iPod come standard with a wireless internet function. Why the still nickel and diming us? Wireless tech is nothing new. Heck, it's getting kinda old now. Stop making it out to be something that's great like the second coming of Christ.
What's up?
It's insulting. Let's take some first looks, shall we? Those not in like Flint may have missed some of the cool that came out of last week's Tokyo Game Show, most notably some sick gameplay footage of Dead Rising 2. Here's the highlights. Pitchfork gun, Wheelchair of Doom, Football, Go Boom, Break, Chitty Chitty Death Bang, and Antlers. Zombie killing. It's cool. Final Fantasy XIII, the biggest oxymoron ever, received an all-new nothing but Japanese trailer. Things start off pretty hot with a lesbian makeout scene and then a moment from Transformers. But then for some reason, Tina Fey captures Marlon Wayans. Don't ask. After 7 solid minutes of what we finally get some more girl on girl action. Nice. Mass Effect 2 got an all-new trailer showing off the latest character, Project Zero. In short, she's a bitch. Out now for download and fun play time is the all-new Left 4 Dead level Crash Course. We had a chance to play it for ourselves and holy it's awesome. The difficulty seems to be ramped up a little bit, either that or I completely suck. But in the end, it's a solid download and worth checking out. Speaking of bad downloads, Uncharted 2 got an all-new demo to let you and your friends experience one of the best games of the year, early. With a handful of game modes ranging from deathmatch to more objective-based co-op theme levels, the Uncharted 2 online beta offers more than most full-fledged titles. As you kill more opponents and achieve trophies, you gain internet money to unlock new boosters and characters. This is clearly an online title with lots of life in it. That's good. To summarize the online portion quickly for those of you who only know the world of Xbox, think Gears of War with a little bit of personality. Actually, a lot more personality. Your character can climb on almost anything, hand-to-hand combat is nothing short of awesome, and throwing a propane tank only to shoot it in midair is practically the norm. Not to mention there's a handy new Machinima mode for any movie makers out there. I mean, come on, they have a level called Machinima. That's amazing. And finally, we had a chance to talk to the lead designer for the upcoming game, The Saboteur, Tom French, over at Pandemic Studios. Take a look.
So the story it's a personal vengeance story about our hero Sean Devlin, who's a race car driver who becomes a saboteur. It's inspired by a real guy named William Grover Williams, who was a race car who became a saboteur, a race car driver. He wasn't a race car, he was a race car driver, who became a saboteur. And we're like, that's a cool idea. And so, but we wanted to have that personal story inside of this big epic World War II, like the last great war this world's really seen. A lot of what we wanted to do is separate ourselves from the typical World War II game. And so making Sean Irish, the point of that was to give him no political motivations inside of the world and really focus on that personal motivations inside of the world. It's similar to Mercenaries where we have a lot of different tools, but it is more in a very story-driven universe, and the missions are more kind of like long, grand missions and like epic set pieces. Again, it was for us is about really changing the typical World War II game, flipping it on its head, and we were more cinematically inspired than historically inspired. You know, I mean, that was even something as a hurdle that we felt we had to get across, even amongst the team in the studio. Like, we didn't, even this idea was pitched, everybody was like, oh really, World War II, really? Do we need no more World War II games? But the idea was to, like, a few of us just saw it right away, this Indiana Jones type fantasy, where it's not about the war. It's, you know, he's fighting the Nazis for his own reason.
All right, everyone, that's the show. You have been learned. For more info about what we do, follow myself and others on Twitter. It's kind of a fad. And before we go, here are the game releases for the week. Bye-bye.